How many people here have been to an Elk Grove meeting? Okay. So those of you who haven't, okay, how many have been to one of Louise's dinners? She has a dinner once a month on Fridays. Okay, that's why I chose to come up here today. I've been to Stockton meetings, Modesto, and Elk Grove. And all the meetings are fantastic, but there's something special about Elk Grove, and it's because of this lady right over here. Let me explain a little bit about my experience. I went up there, and about the third meeting, I go there on a Thursday, and Friday nights is her dinner. Oh, everybody's welcome, come join us. So my wife and I went. Had a phenomenal time, met a bunch of great people. The following week I went up, and somebody asked Louise about me. And I hadn't had a chance to do a one-on-one with her yet. But she had this glowing recommendation for me, which is opening a door that is just, I think, is going to be amazing. So I'm very appreciative of her kind words. Now, most of us are taught that when we come to successful thinkers, it's about building relationships, paying it forward, and hopefully having a business transaction somewhere down the road. Is that everybody's understanding of what successful thinkers is?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she focuses on the first two. She's involved in successful thinkers. She's not looking for a transaction. She's looking to make your business better and to build friendships. Okay. And when I found out she was speaking here in Modesto, I kind of decided, you know what? Modesto doesn't really know who she is. I've learned a little bit about her, and the more I learn about her, the more I want to know about her, and the more I want to be around her. So I pulled some strings and called some people that I knew and said, can I introduce her? And they said, well, sure. So I have a few notes I put together because I want to do her, not only her personal, who she is personally justice, but I want to give some credit to her accomplishments. She's a professional trainer, specialist. She is an inspirational and motivational speaker. She's worked with consultants, business leaders in the direct marketing industry. And she's been doing that for 20 years. And because of her commitment and her belief in the people that she works with, she's been given numerous awards from different corporations and different companies. So the one thing you want to know about Louise is she is committed and that she believes in you. She is also a virtual executive personal assistant, and she works with high-level, influential entrepreneurs who work in the personal development industry. And for the last 20 years, she started and built networking groups in California and the 9 western states. She's currently an ambassador for all Successful Thinker chapters. She's very passionate and very committed to Jim Belisara and to Successful Thinkers. And I would like everyone to stand to their feet and welcome my newest family member.
Wow, I want to meet this person.
I know.
Yes, well, this is so cool to see all of you. Thank you for coming out today, and thank you for inviting me to Modesto. My name is Louise, and I am truly honored to be here. But more than that, I am truly honored to represent Successful Thinkers and Jim Belisara, and to share with you a little bit about being unstoppable, because that's what we all are. We just all have to kind of get there. And some of us don't think that we are there yet, but truly, you have it within you. I do want to just mention a couple of quick things. How many of you came to Successful Thinkers, whether it be Modesto or another chapter, because somebody invited you? How many of you came to Successful Thinkers because you saw it on Facebook or on meetup.com or something like that? Okay, great. Okay, good. I really want to encourage you to build Successful Thinkers, your chapter, as well as our organization, by telling people and sharing about it. Share what it has changed in your life and what it has done for your business. Share what a difference it makes to come and sit next to somebody that you haven't met yet, but then you have time to do a one-on-one, and all of a sudden they become part of your family. And truly, that is what Successful Thinkers is. It is a great, big, huge family. And I can tell you honestly that this morning when I was getting ready, I was thinking to myself, this last week, who have I met with that isn't Successful Thinkers? And honestly, almost nobody. My life revolves around Successful Thinkers, and imagine being around positive, successful, fun, happy people all the time. What a life that is. I love what I get to do. It's just too cool. So I hope that you will embrace Successful Thinkers and make it part of who you are and share it with everybody. Because truly, we're going to go global. We're going to go worldwide, and we can make that difference. Because as we all know, all of our communities need help. Not only do they need the financial and the encouragement, but they need that one word that everybody needs, and that's hope. Because when you have hope, you can accomplish anything. And that's what we're going to do. So today, let me share a little bit about being unstoppable. There is, and that's my phone, I'm so sorry. There is a song. How many of you start your morning? Let's start this way. How many of you start your morning with something inspiring or something exciting or something to get you up and go and move around the house? Raise your hands really high. Okay, great. You know what? I did it for the longest time. I would get up, have my coffee, 2, 3, 4 cups, read the paper, listen to the news, because I'm a Matt Lauer fan. Have to watch him on Today every day. And then I would go, okay, well, time to my computer. And I had a really good position with another organization. As he mentioned, I worked with leaders in 9 Western states in direct selling and network marketing, and I loved what I did. But I didn't have the enthusiasm and the excitement that I do when I get up every morning now. And there's a lot of reasons for that, but the one thing that has changed the most is my personal time in the morning. And while my coffee is brewing, I turn on a YouTube video. It's called Unstoppable. It's the song by Paul Hoffman. Look it up on YouTube. Paul Hoffman, it's Unstoppable. And I play that 2 to 3 times every morning, and I dance around my house. Now, mind you, my roommate has left for work, but my dog thinks I'm a little off the wall to begin with, but now I'm dancing around and singing it. But you know what it does? It gets me going. It gets me excited about my day, and you know what? I feel totally unstoppable. Nobody's going to stop me from accomplishing what I want to do that day, because my mindset is already that I am there. And you'll see in that video, there's one scene where you see somebody and they're standing on a cliff and they've got their foot up like this, like they're about to go off the cliff, fall. And aren't we all there most of the time? Every day there's something that we just, but you know what? It doesn't matter, because I'm unstoppable. You're unstoppable. Successful Thinkers is unstoppable. We're going to change the world. We're going to do it together. But part of it is because of different steps that we're going to take. So let me ask you all right now. I want you to think about your business and your life. But mainly, let's kind of focus on our businesses. Right now, the very first thing I'm going to ask you is, are you passionate about what you do? Are you passionate? Do you have complete belief and complete passion in what you do and what you believe in? I asked this to a group of direct sellers. It was a jewelry company that I was, I kind of like jewelry. Jewelry company that I was training, and I said, are you all passionate about what you do? And they all said, yeah. I said, really? That's what passionate means to you? Yeah. I said, how many of you get up in the morning and you're so excited because you get to wear this beautiful jewelry, you get to share it with someone, you get to call up somebody, you know what? That necklace, I have next, it looks so good on you. You would be, how many of you are that kind of excited in the morning? And a couple raised their hand. I said, now tell me again, how many of you are passionate about your business? And then let me ask you, how many people have you even shared your business with this week? Never mind how you sponsored or recruited, whatever you want to call it. How many of you just shared your business? I mean, one-on-one talking to people. And a couple people raised their hand and said, oh, 4 or 5. That's not passionate, people, about your business. Whether you were selling jewelry, whether you are in construction, whether you are in finances, if you are not passionate and you are not sharing about your business, don't tell me you're passionate. You're not. You're not. successful thinkers with somebody this morning. Okay, everyone's head should be up there. The Starbucks person, at the gas station, your neighbors, somebody you met with. Guess where I'm going today? I'm going to Successful Thinkers. I'm so excited because my whole life is going to change. There is going to be someone there that I'm going to meet that I don't even know, that I'm going to set a one-on-one up, that I'm going to get to know, and she's going to be part of my family. Not hard to say, and you know what it does when people hear that? Well, what's Successful Thinkers? Why are you so excited about that? Why is it going to make a difference? Because you know what? Everybody wants that in their life. When you're unstoppable, you are passionate about what you do and what you believe in. Totally passionate. And I don't mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. I can't wait to tell somebody today. You get up, you're excited, you want to get up and go. That's being unstoppable. Also being unstoppable is having a team working together. Because you know what? We can't do it by ourselves. I don't care what anyone says. One of my heroes is Bill Gates. I don't care what you think about his politics or what he believes in, but let me tell you, this man started Microsoft in his head. In his head, before anything was on paper. He sold it to people, he got investors, he knew what was going to happen before anyone else, and you know what? Nothing was on paper yet. He didn't have anything to show anybody. But he was so passionate. He was totally unstoppable. And where is Microsoft today? Is there anyone on earth who has never heard of Microsoft? Oh my God. This man to me is a hero. Because he was totally unstoppable. He believed it. But Bill Gates didn't do it by himself, did he? He didn't take it to the world. He didn't even take it to his community or his state by himself. You have to have a team. And you have to have a team that believes in it as much as you. Now some people think, well, they work for me. But how many of you have worked a job that you weren't passionate about? You did because you got the paycheck. Okay, I'm going to guess all of us could put 2 hands up. Because I worked a couple jobs like that. It was a paycheck. Did I really care if you made that sale or not? No, because I was going to get a paycheck, whether you got the sale or not. Did I really care if you were going through this contest and you were going to earn the cruise? Oh no, I really didn't care, because I wasn't going on the cruise. I was getting a paycheck. So it was just a job to me. I didn't have passion. So being part of a team isn't part of an employee. It isn't part of growing together. It's people who believe and who have the passion that you have that helps you become unstoppable. They become unstoppable together. So if I ask all of you now, no matter what business you're in, how many of you have a team that supports you, that encourages you? Your head went down. That encourages, okay. I was going to say, don't be getting a team that doesn't support you, because then you're in big trouble. Supports you, encourages you, helps you believe that you and your dream and your purpose is unstoppable. It takes a team. It takes a family. Successful Thinkers is a family. Because one man may have the vision and the dream, but can he do it by himself? Oh, no he can't. He needs all of us. That's what it's all about. He's unstoppable. Successful Thinkers is unstoppable. So you have that passion. You have your belief in yourself and your team. But do you have a vision? Do you have a goal? Do you know where you're going? How many of you have done vision boards before? Starting one? Good. Yes, I know. I did a class with her. Yes. Vision boards are wonderful, but they're only part of the deal. Because to be unstoppable, you kind of need to know where you're going. Because otherwise, what happens to us? We go in circles. We go in circles. I love it when I hear from people and they say, I was so busy today. I cannot believe how busy I was. Well, what'd you do? Well, I did this and this and this, this and this. And you know what? They were just whirling and twirling. That's all they were doing was working. They were doing busy work. Were they doing income producing? No. Were they doing marketing, building their business? No. They were doing circles. They were just being busy. That's not what it's all about, because they didn't know where they're going or where they're planning, wanting to go. You need to have goals. You need to have that vision. You need to have a vision. You need to know where I'm going to be unstoppable going, or what I'm going to be unstoppable going towards. So you need to know that. But when you know that, share it with your team. Because the encouragement, the support, and the passion of your team is great, but if they don't know where you're all going together, they're not going to help you be, or the company, be unstoppable. If you're not all part of it together, you only go so far. Okay, before I go any further, do you have any questions? I hate when people say you have to wait till the end to ask questions. If you have questions, ask. Okay. So now, we've got our vision, we've got our goal, we know where we're going. We've got our team, they are encouraging, they're supporting us, they're fabulous. We love them. And we're very passionate about our belief and what we're going for, what our purpose is, what our goal is. But what happens when obstacles come up? When everything is going great and fine and wonderful, we're all gung-ho, aren't we? Everything's wonderful, we can't wait to get... But what happens when you wake up in the morning and you get a phone call that changes your life? And it's not the good kind of change. What happens when there's an obstacle, when you're going, 100 miles an hour and something comes right in the way and stops you? Where do you go from there, and what do you do? Kathy, you lose for a reason?
You lose your momentum.
Yes, you do. You totally lose your momentum. How many of you have been unstoppable and are going forward and something happened and you lost your momentum? It's hard to get it back, isn't it? It's hard to get it back. Once you've lost your momentum and that roadblock is put up in front of you, what do we want to do?
Get back to bed.
Yeah, get back to bed. Put the covers over our head. We don't want to do that. Let's go to lunch today. I'll worry about it tomorrow. But if you're unstoppable, do you worry about it tomorrow? Yes, it's still going to be there. I've heard arguments for this. Well, you know what? It's okay to do that because you know it's still going to be there tomorrow. You're right, it is. It is still going to be there tomorrow. It's not going away. But the way I look at it is that whatever that obstacle was kind of got a little worse for me because I didn't do anything about it. And more than that, my mindset, my heart, my soul has stopped because that's all I'm thinking about. And I can't go forward. Obstacles are hiccups. That's all. Hiccups. And hiccups, do they last forever? Well, some people might have to say it lasts for a long time. Sometimes they last longer than others, but no, hiccups don't last forever. They're just, an obstacle is just a hiccup. It just stops you. But it stops your momentum, not you. When you're unstoppable, when you have that passion, when you have that belief, when you have that team, and when you know where you're going, obstacles are just something that we need to get through. And you do need to get through. They cannot be ignored. They need to be taken care of. But the one way that you can make that work is by putting action to it and not ignoring it. Put some action to it. You're going to feel better. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night and you can't sleep because something is bothering you that you didn't get finished, or it didn't happen the way you wanted, or you're worrying about it? Yeah, we all have. 3 nights ago, I can tell you that happened to me. I'm at my grandchildren. I have a 6-year-old and 9-year-old. I'm cuddled in bed with these 2 cute, adorable little boys and 2 big dogs that are not so cute on top of me. And I'm laying there with my eyes wide open thinking about something that is just driving me nuts because I don't know what to do about it and I've got to take care of it. You get up, you get it taken care of, and you move on. Don't let something stop you. Don't let that hiccup be a huge roadblock. Just let it be a hiccup. Take care of it. Move on. Just move on. Being unstoppable is something that each one of us have inside of us. Do all of us, first of all, believe that? Okay, some of you are going like this. Some of you are going, please don't call on me. Don't look at me. I'm going to look down. Maybe she won't look at me. And some of you are downright going, and that's okay. Because being unstoppable is a mindset and it's a belief in ourselves. It's a passion knowing where we're going always knowing how we're going to get there, but we're not going to let anyone stop us. It's continuing on when the hiccups start, or the obstacles start, and we're not sure what we're doing, but it's putting action to it. And you know what? Sometimes we have to get creative with our solutions. Because as entrepreneurs, we don't always follow the same path as everyone else, do we? Although our relatives might wish we did, but we don't. So sometimes we have to find creative solutions to our hiccups and move on. And you know what? Sometimes those creative solutions open the doors that you never thought would ever open for you. Because you can be unstoppable when you put it all together. Knowing where you're going. Believing that it's going to be there. And and here's the biggest thing of all. Not listening to all those people that tell you it can't be done. Have you ever had anyone say in your life, oh, this is my sister, honestly. When she doesn't agree with me or she thinks I'm absolutely nuts, which is often, she'll go, oh, that's interesting. She will never say, Louise, that's an idiot idea. Or it can't be done. She'll say, and it's the way she says it. Oh, that's interesting. How many of you listen to those voices, whether they're outside and the people sitting next to you, or those that are inside of our heads, the gremlins inside our heads, that say, oh, that's interesting. It can't be done. Or it's never been done. That's one that we listen to. Or who am I to think that I can do that? And one question that I've learned this week, that each one of us should be asking ourselves is, why not me? Why not me? Why shouldn't I be the one to help change the world, to make the difference, to change the thinking of other people? Why not me? Why is it okay for somebody else, like Bill Gates, to change the world, but why not me? Every one of us has it inside of us. We just have to stop listening to the gremlins inside of our heads, listening to those voices that say, not you, or that's interesting. Stop listening to our family and friends who say, oh, that was nice, when are you getting a job? Is anyone else ever hear that? So, now tell me again, when are you getting a real job? When we stop listening to all that, when we put our passion together, when we start believing in ourselves, in our purpose, in our team, and knowing that we can do anything on earth we want. There is nothing that is impossible to any of us, and there is nothing that isn't possible. Everything is possible. But let me ask you, how much are you willing to give for that? How much are you willing to work for it? How strongly do you believe not only in the passion and your goal, but how strong do you believe in yourself? You need to be so unstoppable, and every one of us can. So I want you to think to yourself right now, the one thing, if there was nothing in the way stopping you, if I was that fairy godmother that could come up and just hit you with my wand, and I have one, by the way, with sparkles on it, over here. Come to my house, you'll see them. Of course I do. I have a couple, actually. If I hit you with that and I said, whatever it is, whatever you want, you've got it. You can do, you can be, you can have anything you want. What is that one thing that you would like to accomplish or do or have in your life? You don't have to share it, but I want you to all have it and think about that for a second and know what that is. Everyone's got it? Okay, now, we're going to do a little exercise, a fun exercise. I want you to put your forks down, and I want you to close your eyes. Okay, everyone got your eyes closed? Okay. Now I want you to take a really deep breath and let it out. And again, take a really deep breath and let it out. And I just want you to roll your head around a little bit and just relax. And everything that came into the meeting with you today, all your concerns, all your problems, all those hiccups, the kids didn't get off to school on time, forgot lunch money, you to see that thing that you thought of. The one thing that you want to accomplish, that you want to do, the one thing you want to be, the one thing you want to have. I want you to see it in your mind. I want you to see it happening right now. And I want you to see it happening in bright, beautiful, bold color. And I want you to take a deep breath and just feel how you feel right now. How does that feel, that sense of accomplishment? Are you holding your head high? Are you smiling? Are you proud? Are you excited? And I want you to visualize what's happening around you. Who are the people that are with you right now? Where are you at? Are you walking on a beach somewhere? Are you walking on stage somewhere? Take a look at the people who are around you, and what are they doing? Are they applauding? Are they crying? Are they smiling? And how does that sense of accomplishment feel to you? How do you feel knowing that you were unstoppable and you did this? You achieved this goal, this mission, purpose that you were here for. And I want you to smell the air around you where you're at. I want you to be so totally in that moment that that's the only thing you know. And I just want you to take a deep breath. And again, be part of it. Be in the moment of that accomplishment, of that achievement. Get that sense of where you're at. I want you to slowly open your eyes and come back to me. So how do you feel?
Unstoppable.
Thank you! Woman after my own heart. How does it feel to know that you were unstoppable and that you accomplished that? Okay, this is where some of you kind of throw out words here. Ching, I'll call on you if you don't answer.
call on me.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing. Amazing. Madeline, how do you feel?
Fantastic.
It's that sense of achievement. It's that sense of knowing that you are unstoppable. That you can do whatever it is you want. And each of us have our own dreams, our own goals, our own passion. We all believe in something that is bigger than all of us. So you know how you feel. That is the spot that I want you each to go to when those obstacles come up. Because no matter what it is that we're doing, until we are so committed, you won't be as unstoppable as you think you can. It's getting there. It's getting there and knowing you're unstoppable when all the obstacles say it's not going to work, not going to happen. You only have 3 hours to deadline, it's not going to happen. Never tell me never. Because I've achieved things and accomplished things that everyone else told me I couldn't do. But you know what? When you're unstoppable once, nothing will ever stop you again. Nothing will ever stop you again because you have that sense of accomplishment, that sense of belief. So the visualization that we did today, I want you to hold that inside of you. And I would encourage you, before you go to bed at night, when you get up in the morning, go back to that place. Feel what it was like to be amazing and fantastic. And know that feeling inside of you. Because that will take you, that's part of being unstoppable. Is the visualization and the feeling, it's the emotion. You need to get emotionally tied to what it is that you want to be unstoppable. So in closing, I want to just say one thing when I introduce you to one of my friends. This is Tilly the turtle. Tilly the turtle has traveled with me through a lot. But the one thing that Tilly the turtle tells me is that some days, even playing Unstoppable first thing in the morning, there are days when I want to go back to bed and put the covers over my head. Because we don't live in fairy tale worlds, we live in realities. But here's the deal. A turtle, when it's walking down a path, comes across an obstacle, and things are going crazy all around them. And what does a turtle do? It pulls itself back into its shell. It pulls itself back into its shell, and it lets all the garbage and all the crap go around. All the turmoil, all the stress, all of it happens. But then the next morning, what does the turtle do? Pokes his head out and takes another step. The turtle is consistent and persistent. And the turtle is unstoppable. Does the turtle win the race? Not by speed. But eventually, you're right, eventually. Because the turtle is unstoppable, getting to where they want to go. I encourage each of you to be a turtle. And when things are crazy, and that unstoppable song and dancing around the house, that's a visualization. Dancing around the house, first thing in the morning, doesn't get you up and moving, and you want to go back to bed and you don't want to do it anymore, it's okay. Sometimes you got to pull your heads in the shell. You got to stop for a couple minutes. Maybe it's overnight. But the next morning, get up again and know that you're going to change the world. You're going to make a difference. Take one step at a time. Pull your head out. Be consistent. Be persistent. And be unstoppable. Because each one of you are unstoppable inside. You just have to believe it as much as I believe it. And when you do, together we're going to change the world. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, it was awesome. She did a phenomenal job. How many are going to change their routine and be unstoppable? Woohoo! Awesome. Let's give her another round of applause.